E here. Welcome to a special edition of B&E Brew Reviews. You may ask yourself, why is this one special? Because Ben's not in it. Today we're looking at Arrogant Bastard. A little something I got from my good friend Nate, NSZ85. Had some interesting stuff on the back of the bottle, so it says, "This is an aggressive ale. You probably won't like it. It's quite doubtful that you have the taste or sophistication to be able to appreciate an ale of this quality and depth. We would suggest that you stick with a safer, more familiar territory, maybe something with a multi-million-dollar ad campaign aimed at convincing you that it's made in a little brewery, or that it implies that their tasteless, fizzy yellow beverage will give you more sex appeal. Perhaps you think multi-million-dollar ad campaigns make things taste better. Perhaps you're mouthing your words as you read this. At Stone Brewery, we believe that pondering to the lowest common denominator represents the height of tyranny, a virtual form of keeping the consumer barefoot and stupid. Brought forth upon an unsuspecting public in 1997, Arrogant Bastard Ale openly challenged the tyrannical overlords who were brazenly attempt to keep Americans chained in their shackles of poor taste. As the progenitor of this style, Arrogant Bastard Ale was revealed in its unprecedented and uncompromising celebration of intensity. There have been many nods to Arrogant Bastard, even outright attempts to copy it, but only one can even embody the true nature of liquid arrogance. This is a Stone Brewery, is out of Escondido, San Diego, California, which, let's hope it's good, because that means at least something good came from California. I also like to thank NSZ85 for the nut scratcher. He also threw in a copy of The Tooth Fairy. I'm sure there's a gay explanation for that. And this fish, which I think was his kind way of saying sorry for the fish that I lost. And unfortunately, Nate, you should have sent 2 of these. Sad day. Okay. Arrogant Bastard is 7.2% by volume. And we're looking at a pint, which I approve. Seems like we should go with the 50 cal round on this one. And I am looking forward to this. I am in an extremely good mood. I haven't decided if I just want to tease or give you guys on the brew review side of it a head look at something. This blue box contains what I refer to as my holy grail of handguns. And in this box contains not only my holy grail of handguns, but an unfired gun. I think I'm just going to continue to tease, but you guys that are in tune to me and have seen my older videos have seen the box of black talons that 23 Mr. Cowboys Ben himself gave me. And let's just say those 2 things go together. On to the pour. Arrogant Bastard. Oh yeah. It's got some nice color to it. But I'm not going to like it. Look at that. Actually, this has almost the identical color to cares? Looks like tea except for the old fuzz at the top. Nothing really jumping out on the smell. I think I actually have seen these in my my local store, Nate, but this is actually something I've never tried. Here we go. Lots of flavor. Reminds me a lot of a Pabst Blue Ribbon or a Old Milwaukee Light. Not at all. Just kidding. How arrogant of me. Well, definitely hits you with a lot of flavors. I like this a lot. But what are those flavors? Almost seems like a little bit of a caramel. Definitely the hops and the wheat they use. It is a very heavy hitting beer. You know, sometimes when you get the really heavy ones, you're like, oh, this is like a special occasion, or maybe I'd have this after, you know, celebrating, you know, maybe, I don't know, to be honest, it's got so many good flavors to it that I think a good occasion would be an empty glass. God, it does. I don't know if it's a fair way of explaining a beer, but it's a very complex beer. I'm going to be very interested to look at some of the reviews on this and see what other people say. It's honestly hard to pinpoint one thing in particular, and I haven't eaten or drank anything in probably over 5 hours, so I didn't want to have the old taste buds be off at all. But I know it's not really helping by saying, ooh, it's really a heavy hitter, and it tastes like what? What does it taste like? You know, almost a thick, almost like, you know, irony, not ironic, but you know, like, you know, iron, kind of a heavy taste. Man, I don't know what that is. I was thinking I'm doing a disservice. I might finish this, pour another one. Maybe I might actually run and take a look at what other people say about this, so I could maybe help you out a little bit more. You know, I'd have to say it has maybe the most flavor for any beer that you can see through. You know, normally I like the stouts or even the porters, just because I like that heavy flavor. But this is an ale with a good punch to it. You know, for the first time, because I can incorporate two things. I can maybe go with a buzz rating. Buzz rating. And get some feedback. Because I don't know what the hell that is. Good salesman for them. It's got a really good heavy beer, like, this definitely isn't your Pilsner. I'm here to tell you that. So take a break. Let me look into this. Drink some more of this. Tell you what 7.2% is doing on a very empty stomach, considering right now it's 5:30 and the only thing in my system is breakfast. So you go get something, and let's meet back here in half a second, okay? So it's actually been about a real 45 seconds to a minute since I went and checked it out, and this has got to be the one beer that I've seen the most comments that don't tell you shit. But when I actually found someone that was willing to kind of put it to words, it was caramel, maybe a little bit of butterscotch, heavy hops, and pine. So I may not be a professional beer guy, but I am a guy that likes beer. So as far as the buzz rating goes, it's 7.2%, and I am a trained professional, so right now I'm not really noticing anything. No, I'm just kidding. I like it. Definitely. You can take a swig of this, and 5 minutes from now, you're still gonna have that heavy, burnt, like hops flavor with you. If you're saying to yourself, "Oh, come on, E, I want to see that review on the Champagne of Beers, Miller." First of all, I've done one of those, and this ain't it. If that's what you like a Pilsner, a domesticated light, you are gonna hate this, because this is just full of flavor. Just a big old punch, but it's nothing like. I saw one of the comments, he said after sitting out for a while, he started to notice like apricots and raisins and stuff. Nope, not here. Just heavy ass hops. So the pistol in the blue box, I've had it now for about 26 hours, and this is the longest I've gone without actually holding it in my hand. So I'm gonna drink this beer, and I'm gonna go fondle one of the most awesome pistols ever created. And the only crime is that they're not making it anymore. Nor have they for years, actually, if you want a hint. Anyone that can correct the gun and leave a comment below, you're going to win a brand new Lamborghini Murcielago Super Veloce SV 700. No, 670. No, I'm just kidding. You ain't going to get shit. But it'd be interesting to see if you know. Unless, of course, you're a few of the guys that have already gotten the texts and the stuff where I was like freaking out because I actually got to touch it. You open the box and you hear angels shoot handguns. Arrogant bastard. I wasn't going to dedicate this to the biggest arrogant bastard in the country right now, but he isn't worth a good beer. As a side note, and I'm totally digressing, I would have actually had another brew review up last weekend, something that New York Half-Ass Prepper sent me. I had one of, I had a couple of something else's, like the 6 Point Brewery Sweet Action, and a couple of Brownstones prior to doing the review, so I was a little loose with my words. And by the time that brew review was over, I sounded like James Yeager, and I decided I better not put it up. So there you go. Thank you, Nate, NSZ85. He's a good friend. He's a good guy. And he might be a little bit of an arrogant bastard. That's okay, though. He's a good dude. He's right here in my state. He's up a lot. We get to actually shoot, hang out. Sometimes we just hang out. We hold each other. snuggle and stuff. I really miss them right now. You're not worthy, but I was. So, there you go. The special edition of B&E Brew Reviews is now coming to an end. Damn it. Just like that.